Good morning, so nice to have you join us today. A lot of you, as you watch, have probably been dealing with at least a few blackouts lately. It's been a hot summer, so if you have been considering getting a generator to keep those electric outages from disrupting your life, we are happy to have Luke Dalton on the show this morning to kick things off. He's with McCay Southern Generators and is here to educate us, so good to see you.
Thanks for having us, Julie.
I've had conversations with three friends just of late of saying, I'm so sick of these blackouts, I've got to get a generator.
Yeah, I mean, blackouts are almost a thing of the past with people with automatic generators. People need continuous power, and so they reach out to us, and we do turnkey installation for these Generac generators.
Okay, so I want to start with the term.
Okay.
Because I just said generators. You really specialize in one called Generac, which is what most people probably are buying anyway.
Yes, ma'am. We do the Generac home standby generators, and all that means is it's an automatic generator. So what happens if we were to lose power right now and we had a home standby generator, power would automatically kick back on in 15 seconds and everything go back to normal.
Okay. So for some people, that's a life-saving thing.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of people who are they have CPAPs, they have oxygen, they're on dialysis. A lot of people, though, on the other spectrum, work from home. They teach their kids from home, so the interrupted power can be a real problem.
Oh, well, we had an issue earlier this past week at my house where we were out of power for a while, and I thought that my husband and teenage daughter were going to come unglued because they couldn't do anything.
Yeah, especially when it's 95 degrees outside, it gets hot pretty quick.
So, okay, when you talk about how it comes on, I was here, so I was fine.
Okay.
When you talk about how it comes on automatically, does it stays plugged in basically, right?
Yeah, so it's basically a box that sits outside your home, and we install the whole thing, and it runs off a fuel source, either natural gas or propane. So a lot of people in Chattanooga have Chattanooga gas.
Yeah.
And what happens is when you lose power, there's a transfer switch that disconnects power coming in from the utility company, tells the generator to kick on, and it kicks on, runs off that fuel source, and powers your whole home.
So does that mean that it'll just keep on working until the power is restored?
Yes, it'll run whether 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, and then whenever the power is restored, it automatically kicks off the generator and goes back to utility power.
So let's say it's the month of August, and 28 of the 31 days, there's no need for the generator.
Right.
But then there's a 3-day stretch where it's running continuously. In those 3 days, that's going to affect your gas bill, but also in those 3 days, your electric bill is going to not have a problem.
Correct. And a lot of people get the generator to save them money. They might have a lot of food in their freezers or in their refrigerators, and you've probably been to the grocery store lately. Nobody wants to replace that. But some people just have like sump pumps for their basements, and when the power goes out when it's raining, it keeps their basement from flooding. So it can have a lot of cost-saving advantages. Okay,
so like there's one behind us, that's behind you, that looks like it's kind of big, but you mentioned it's just a little box.
Well, it's 4 foot by 2 feet.
Okay.
So it looks kind of like your HVAC unit. A lot of people say after we install it, it looks like it's always been there. So yeah, it takes a footprint about 4 feet wide.
Okay. If you live, no matter what kind of house you have, can you have a generator or Generac?
Yes. So we come out on site and build them a custom game plan to meet all electrical code and any permits that are needed. And we'll also help them communicate if they're part of an HOA. A lot of times they want to have the generator hidden, so we can stage it behind a bush or something behind their house.
If you have a big enough house, you have 2 HVAC units. Do you have to have 2 generators, or will one serve?
One will work. So we'll do a sizing calculation to make sure that whichever generator you get is large enough to handle whatever you want power to.
Okay. So what if you what if you have electric? I guess everybody has some form of gas at their house.
Well, if you don't have electric, you could get a propane tank.
Oh, that's
something we also provide. We can install that propane tank either above ground or underground. It's basically a bottle of propane, and then we'll connect to your generator so you have a fuel source there.
So that you would need to replace as you use it.
Yes.
Not an endless supply.
Yes, and we have a Wi-Fi monitoring where they can see that if they're running low and schedule a refill.
Okay, dumb question. If we ever reach a point though where gas prices are cheaper than electric, can you switch your generator on to try to save you utility costs?
I don't think it'll ever get that way. These generators are not designed for that.
Okay.
They're designed to give you uninterrupted power.
Okay.
I don't think around here we'll ever see where the price of natural gas is cheaper than electricity.
Okay. In terms of the price then in general, you mentioned that you do try to make it affordable for people. This is an investment in your life. So this is not something that's just going to be a quick little purchase. But you do help people with financing.
100%. This is definitely a long-term permanent solution to power outages. I like to tell people it's not just protecting you from the next outage, it's protecting you for all the outages. So you can get a 10-year warranty on these things. And the monthly payment option, which a lot of people have taken advantage of this year, it starts around $170 a month. You can have a turnkey, fully installed generator ready to work for any blackout.
It is a 10-year warranty on it?
You can get up to a 10-year warranty.
If you, in the 11th year, if something goes wrong, can it be serviced?
Yes. So it's basically a small car engine. So if something were to go out, we would know it immediately because we monitor the generators on a 4G device. We would come out and fix it.
So you are the fixer?
Yes. So we install it. When we service it every year, we monitor it. If there's ever any warranty or repair things, we take care of it. We like to tell people they don't want a backup generator, they want backup power, and we're the kind of ones that make that happen.
Got it. Okay, here's where you will find him then. It's McCay Southern Generators. They're just outside of Athens in Riceville, Tennessee. There's their website, McCaySouthern.com. Give them a call. 506-3166 is the phone number, and you can have easy, peaceful nights now, knowing that if the power goes out, it isn't really.
That's right.
Great talking to you, Luke.
Thank you. Thank you.
You came on a good day because Hardee's is in the studio with us this morning. Are you feeling a little bit hungry?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we got you covered when we come back.
Have you been injured due to someone else's negligence? Insurance companies have their experts trained to politely minimize your injuries and circumstances. With us, you'll have someone fighting for your rights. Wedemark Keith. It's more to us. It's personal.
The Chattanooga Men's Clinic